This is, of course, your neighborhood news squirrel here, Salvi the Blue Squirrel, who isn't really blue, but that's not here or there. We're going to be talking about some news today, and of course, these are all going to be my opinions. And if you like my opinions and you like what you see, comment down below, like, subscribe, all that fancy stuff that YouTube does. And if you want to watch me on Twitch, I'm the_mad_Salvi on Twitch there as well. Thank you. I hate to start it off this way, but there are people in the back who haven't heard this the first time, second time, or 1,000th time I've said it. I will say it again. I support the VTubers talents inside of Nijisanji because, like I said, 99% of them are good. There are some bad eggs in there. And of course, they are responsible. They are not responsible for what the agency does. But of course, if they speak out, then they will get usually, mistreated or whatever. So that's why sometimes it is that kind of cult of silence. Because if you're not silent, you will get hurt. And today we're talking about Meloco Kyoran, who is a part of that agency, Nijisanji Ien in this case. She is a sexy exorcist, and she's talking about some stuff today, which is this. She will be taking a small break for a few days due to a slight burnout. So she's having a bit of a burnout. I'd rather her take a break than have to graduate later. Honestly, because her community loves her, her community supports her, she has a community that is behind her, and you don't want to betray them for any reason, like burn yourself out, and then, have to leave for longer periods. During my break, wait for me by catching up on my archives. That is a good way to actually do that. Archives, clips are another way of doing things. Clips are the main things that I do to watch Nijisanji Ien people that I'm still interested in because I don't want to support the agency directly, and a direct view is a direct thing on that. So I usually watch clips of streams and things like that, hot moments, things like that. Unless it's like a stream that I want to watch, I'll watch a VOD of it or something like that. I'll take the hit on the whole thing and I'll watch maybe a VOD. But rarely do I do that because ever since the Selen thing, I don't want to support them directly. I'll support them indirectly by, putting them on my channel here or, showing clips of them when we do clip watching and things like that. So like I said, I don't hate the VTubers unless they've done something wrong, very wrong, and don't apologize. Then they will get criticism. Not hate, but criticism. But Meloco, as far as I know, of course, I always get corrected in the comments, and if I'm corrected in the comments, but as far as I know, she hasn't done anything to warrant any kind of criticism at this point. Other than the fact, of course, that she's JP, but didn't want to go through VTA, the academy, and she went through EN. At least that is the rumor. It's a rumor, unsubstantiated so far, but a lot of people say that because she mainly streams in Japanese. So that is one of those things. That's the only thing that you can possibly criticize her for. And that's not even a huge criticism to say the least. Because you get in however you can get in, for F's sake. Get that bag however you can get it, as long as you don't hurt others. Another victim has fallen to the InZOI curse. InZOI, of course, is a game, as we all know by now. If you're a VTuber watcher, you know everyone has been doing InZOI recently. It is basically the new Sims with a bit of a difference because it has facial recognition and has face tracking. And if you have motion capture for other things, like I think specific programs that work with it, you can actually capture your movements and things like that. Your actual body movements. We have Kiara and others from Hololive do that. So InZOI is going to be played by Maria Marionette. They are Nijisanji Ien. Why am I talking about them in a not negative way? I do heavily criticize Nijisanji as an agency, as the company, as the upper management. The management are the ones I have an issue with. The people, the decision makers are the ones that I have an issue with, not the VTubers. Unless, of course, they deserve criticism for something they've done. Just like I get criticized because I am a public figure, that is the way things work in this world, I will criticize them as well. Hate it or love it, that's what's going to happen. And here we go. I played InZOI for a bit. I never did like the faces of like InZOI. Always gives me a bit of an uncanny valley vibe. You can check that out. It's basically when a digital image becomes too lifelike, the mind has a weird disconnect and it starts looking ugly at that point. So that is something that InZOI has with me. It kind of hits the uncanny valley vibe sometimes, but she is having fun making her character, which is what matters.
Yes. That one's not too... Eh? What happened to my formal one?
And as you can see, she spends over an hour just doing it, just in the character creation. She got them puffy cheeks.
マリアはプロだから目が
I mean, considering she spent 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours making it because she wanted to make it just right. I would probably just go for a random one.
These are the different.
But the thing is, with InZOI, it is like the new Sims, like I mentioned. So you are kind of inserting yourself into that. It allows you to insert yourself into that. So of course, it is something that it takes a bit of time to do the character creation. If I were to do character creation, I'd probably do it before stream myself. And because, you know, people aren't going to watch a pudgy little squirrel on the internet. Fat squirrel hate is there everywhere. They're not going to watch a pudgy little squirrel on the internet, spend 2 hours trying to make an InZOI character. So if I do InZOI, or when I do InZOI, because I do want to try it eventually, I probably will just not take that long for character creation. Probably do something quick. And, you know, as quick as I can, at least. And then move on. But yeah, she spent a good 7 hours playing it, including the character creation. So about 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours playing the actual game. And, you know, doing other stuff.
Yay.
So yeah, you can do so many things. You can work in there. You have, of course, your house in there. You have all these things there. Basically, like it is. It's a life simulator. It's quite literally a Sims. And I believe you can go in there with friends as well. You can create a world with friends. I think I saw other people do that already. So that's always nice. And of course, Mary Marionette is one of the good ones. Well, a lot of the good ones in there. Pretty much 99% of the people in Nijisanji are good. They're just in a company that doesn't treat them right. Kori Oujo is having a Vegas concert. Your IRL event VTuber collab with American baseball, NASCAR, etc. She's been doing a lot. So she's having her own free Vegas concert happening soon. I want to cover this because she's a smaller VTuber, but she is having a lot of different VTubers be a part of it. Free event stream you don't want to miss. Find out this big cinema screen at Galaxy Theaters in Las Vegas at stream at twitch.tv/Kori Oujo. So she's actually doing, wow, she actually got that. I don't know how she got that. I don't know how that happened, but wow. She's had our soloist performers, Aqua 191V, you have here, Chikafuji Lisa, wow, also from Idol EN, Triggerfish from Aegis Link, and of course Lumen Tsukiboshi. You have the other group collab ones, which are Ryasaka, Natsunami. You can see them all here. All of them here. Some that you know, some that you may not know. Akamichiyo. You can see a lot of different people here from Future Legends, from all these other places, from I don't know how they got all these together, but holy moly, they got a bunch together. Ruby Rose, smaller VTubers, a lot of smaller VTubers. Fire Pirate Odessa, a lot of people I know, some of them I don't. Of course, they're all here. It's amazing to see all of these people. 4 full pages of all of these people. This is big. This is big. I am very glad that a smaller VTuber, not a small VTuber because they're bigger than me, a smaller VTuber has been able to do this and has taken the risk, monetary and otherwise, to go and do things like this. This is great. Of course, that's why I'm putting it out there, and that's why I'm showing it to you. So much luck and much love to Kori Oujo, who is doing this wonderful stuff. Neo-Porte, an up-and-coming, a growing VTuber agency in Japan, among the many, many, many who are vying for a top position. They have done something good for their talents, which is that they have, of course, done their 3Ds. I had mentioned this before. The Quattro, their generation here of these three, they have done that. And let me just show you what they've done. They did a pretty darn good job, in my opinion. Like, they are killing it, in my opinion. So let's take a look.
見守ってください。
見守ってます。
ありがとう。じゃあまた。
本当に。
ありがとう。またね。
はい、またね。
ありがとう。
最初に呼んでいただけてめちゃくちゃ
だよね。
え、ママだったりする？うん。
なんか座りポーズで上目遣いとかも。
はーい、トイカメラです今。アイドルポーズって何？
アイドルポーズ。
ちょっとやってトイやって。
後ろ姿めっちゃ可愛いやん。
いや、そう、おしゃれだよね、めっちゃ。
So that's some of what they had for that one, for this one here. And it's Kohaku, Kohaku Teto. My mistake. Kohaku Teto. And they, of course, as is custom, when you do these things, they had a thank you message for their fans. I can't say it enough times. Thank you so much, everyone. I was super nervous, but it was a great day. I love it. Everyone, please check it out. Check out Toy and Leo's 3-day debut. So, of course, pushing her gen mates as well, which is amazing to see. I really love Kohaku. She's the cutest and coolest colleague I'm so proud of. And here we go. The next one is, of course, in this case, InZOI Toy. And here you go.
ぬいぐるみは1個しか置かないタイプだったんですけど、ちょっと映えのためにいっぱい用意してみました。
めっちゃいるもんな。
そう。
今日専用。
今日専用。これからもいるかもしれないけど、今日専用。
なるほどね。
そう。で、ドレッサー。
So that's a little bit of stuff
一
there.
人だけ
Let's take a look more at
GTA
the outfit.
で変な歩き方してたから。おしとやかなさ。
なんかちょっと足を。
糸よも魔法が使えるようになったか。テト。
So that's a little bit of their singing voice. And of course, here we go with InZOI Toy, of course, of everybody here. And of course, saying thank you to her fans, which is what I wanted to get to. Super nervous from the morning, but thanks to all the guests who came, I was able to forget and have a really fun debut stream, a 3-day debut. I will continue to do my best. Thank you so much for coming to see the unveiling. And of course, Quattro 3D was the hashtag that they were using there. And of course, this is her handwritten message there on the side. Final one that we're going to be talking about is Leo Kuga, or Kuga Leo. Let's take a look.
今日はお呼びしたのポーズをちょっと指定してほしくて
あ、ポーズ
いただいたんですけど
ポーズ
はい、
ポーズ
はい、なんかありますか？僕何でもできちゃうよ。
何でも本当？
何でも。
僕からいいっすか？
いや、やだな。
僕からなんでだよ。
お願いします、お願いします。
やっぱレオくんのイメージはやっぱうつせんとやっぱ猫を抱っこしてたイメージめちゃめちゃ強いんで。
あ、そうね。はい。
So let's take a look a little bit further.
Quite impressive.
Oh, thank you. Hey, you can use me as a chair anytime. You know?
Lucian Lunaris, Gail Gallian,
gosh.
Knights Unbridge. A lot of different people are coming in here. It's very nice to see different agencies, different people coming in and talking to them. All of them have had different people in there. Just wanted to show you a little bit of his.
Yeah, pull up your PC right
in
now.
The same, like that.
Next to you.
Of course, the Nijisanji people, Claude Clawmark, Shuyamino, and Uki Violetta. Uki is still there, of course.
Do a 3D Valorant stream. 打たれて、ピーター・グリフィンの
So he speaks English and Japanese very well, which is good. And of course, that is the full brunt of everything. I wasn't able to find a thank you message on him, but he is very thankful, of course, as every VTuber is, whenever their fans come and take a look at them. So, of course, thank you so much for chilling with me a little bit here and seeing this specific 3D showcase that I wanted to show you guys. There are so many gems in the VTuber industry. A lot, whether it be indie or Hololive or Nijisanji. Yes, even Nijisanji has gems in there. Why do I say even Nijisanji? Because a lot of people think everybody in Nijisanji is bad. This is not about them, but just mentioning agencies can be bad. The VTubers, for the most part, are good. Here we go. We're talking about today, though, Aki Rosenthal. She is another one of those amazing gems out there. She has such an amazing spirit. She has such an amazing creativity. She knows how to dance. She's a very, very, very good singer. A lot of things there are just so amazing for her. And I do hope that she does grow. And this is one of those things that I'm trying to get as well, personally, because she deserves to get to 1 million. And here's a little bit of Aki for you, just so you can see what's going on and how, how wonderful she is.
になるもので、そのことをね考えてしまうともう何度も心ねズタボロに、バッキバキにね正直なってきました。だけどこの VTuber として配信をしていく中でなんだろうな、自分自身をこうさらけ出していく部分とか日常をなんか毎日一緒に過ごすような、配信してこう一緒に過ごしていって義務感とか仕事みたいな形で続けていたらきっと 秋ロゼは心折れてもう
So basically, there she's saying that she does things because she wants to. She does things because she is wants to be a part of this whole thing, wants to be with her fans, wants to talk to her fans, and all that kind of stuff. She has a lot of, like I said, a lot of positive points, a lot of good points. I do want to hopefully get her to that 1 million. I know people will. I know she will. She's, I think, something like 13K away. She's going to get there by the end of this year. But because she's not as wild as a lot of the other VTubers in, you know, either Hololive or other agencies, a lot of times the more soft-spoken ones don't get noticed as much as the ones who are a little bit crazier, a little bit wilder, because, you know, they draw the crowds. That's what happens. It's just human nature. You're more drawn to high energy and stuff like that. But Aki has done really well with things like Arc. She got really popular with Arc. She did some things with Rust, I think, or at the very least VCR GTA. She was in there as well. So she's been doing some things here and there. Rust is what she's really, really known for, though. So I know you've probably seen her at some point if you know about not Rust. I mean Arc. Arc is what she's known for. And if you've known about Arc, if you've seen Arc and played Arc, then you know about Aki Rosenthal. I do hope she gets to that 1 million mark, though, because she does deserve it. A bit of a funny for you guys of Pomp. Pomp Maker flew too close to the sun, and now it's getting all the talents are stepping on him, or at least they are criticizing, but in a fun way. It's not actual criticism, it's not actual hate or anything like that. They Pomp Maker made a graph on gamer energy versus height, and you know that type of stuff. Made 2 graphs on that. Calli talked about it. Raura talked about it. Other VTubers who are a part of it talked about it. All in good fun. They all took it in good fun. It was all done just to have fun. And it says the fact that gamer energy and not skill makes the whole thing much more opinionated. Also, the y-axis is literally height. Exactly. A lot of girls are misunderstanding this part of it. So yeah, it's gamer energy, not gamer skill. So it's a little bit different. Maybe they do understand it, and they just want to feed into the meme. Because memes are fun. Memes, that's what memes are for. Memes are for fun. So I'm glad that they're not taking themselves too seriously. But yeah, it's just fun to see. We move on to Hololive Indonesia, where we have some news today. Of course, recently there was an anniversary for Hololive Indonesia. They've been around for a while now, and they have been bringing lots of smiles and laughs and everything to the people out there, not only in Indonesia, not only in Southeast Asia, but around the world. Today we're going to be talking about this. They have a new music video that is popping out, of course. Judara, I'm not even going to try to say that, I'm sorry. Katsulistiwa, I'm probably saying it wrong. This is a new music video that's come out, and of course, this original song from Hololive Indonesia, has been released on various platforms. Don't forget to keep listening on the 5th anniversary theme song. So it's been 5 years. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. That, unlike another agency, Hololive has kept with the girls and kept ID going, no matter, they were a slow grower. I mean, to start off, they grew slowly. But Hololive understood that that is what happens when you create something new, when you create a new market. They created a market for themselves. They didn't have a market when they started. They created one for themselves with all the hard work that they did. The girls, of course, are the reason why this got so big. If it wasn't for the girls and their unique personalities, this would have never gotten so big. Now let's get to the actual part where we actually watch what I'm talking about, instead of just talking and talking and talking. So here we go. Oh, and I will let you know that I may end up either having to blur this all out, or you're gonna have to hear some very crispy audio, because of the fact that I always get copyright struck for these things. And it's not Cover themselves copyright striking me, it's some other weird agency to the side that claims their stuff, and it's very, very annoying. So yeah, the reason why I say that I may have to blur this stuff out is because sometimes they get you for the visual stuff, sometimes they get you for the actual other stuff. So that's everybody. That is showing you everybody that is in HoloID, of course. everyone, Risu, Anya, everybody, Yofi, Muna, you have Reine, Kobo, freaking everybody in there has been doing amazing work. Kyla, of course, they've all been doing it, and Ollie, can't forget about Ollie, Zeta, all of them you can see there. They've all worked super hard and done so much to make this a wonderful place for people who want to see Indonesian, VTubers as well, who want to enjoy the VTuber lifestyle and enjoy, everything that brings. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. Why do I do this? Because I want it to be a positive space for everybody, a positive space where we can help each other out and build each other up instead of tearing each other down. And of course, today I'm talking about MoeMimi, a cute dragon VTuber. And they say here, they're from now on your favorite cute dragon friend. Don't watch my VODs in 1.5x. And of course, here we go. A little bit of a showing. That is quite a face to be making at the first bit that I see you.
The monkey has more personality than Mimi. Then go watch a monkey stream. But seriously, can we talk about butt hair?
What? Okay, that was it. I think that was a context that I really need that context for that clip, but we're probably never gonna get it. So here we go. MoeMimi, hi, I'm MoeMimi, the most Moe dragon that likes to stream and make new friends. And of course, this is their YouTube channel with a lot of little shorts, the Versi situation, Mimi's microwave incident, little bit of clips here, things she talks about, other important stuff that she wants to post out there. And of course, she also does have some shorts, which is also a good way to round out all of your content. To have some videos, some shorts, some VODs, that kind of stuff. It helps round everything out. So of course, thank you so much, MoeMimi, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel, and I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.